Hey, what up, family? It's your boy Dr. G. You just tuned into another Dr. G show. I'm just gonna just shout out Bronze Goddess. You know, I like your videos, I like your response. I'm just gonna give a little my 50 cents into this letter that you got. He shed, she shed. For those of you, I'm gonna leave both videos. Let me shout out Aaron as well. I like what you guys are doing. Keep doing good work. But I'm gonna do this video so that you guys can get my input. The Dr. G show, Dr. G himself. Anyway, I hope you guys listen to what she said in the letter. This one of the letters that Aaron got. So, anyway, hope you guys would listen to my input too.
Relationship that is fairly new. Sometimes I'm just not sure if I should stay and deal with her issues sometimes. She and I have been together for about 7 months now, and we connect with each other so well. It's a long-distance relationship, and we know that that can be challenging sometimes. Anyway, we are very much in love with one another. I learn things from her, and she learns from me. I'm very much a warm-hearted guy, and I never stepped out on anyone with cheating with my previous relationships or this one. My girl has had problems in the past with trust issues with her other relationships. Her last relationship lasted for quite a while, and she gave her all to this man, and he turned around and cheated on her. She was hurt and felt that all her time that she put into this guy was for nothing. Now that I'm with her, she sometimes holds back from her thoughts. I know communication is key, but she won't let me into her heart sometimes. I know it's going to take some time because she has been hurt in the past, and I'm willing to wait. But 1 minute, we will be on top of the world, and the next minute she's doubting me. I don't give her any reason to feel that I will cheat on her, but she still draws back sometimes. She tells me she can't trust me just simply because I'm a guy. I tell her that all males are not the same, but she doesn't want to hear it because she's been hurt too many times. We love each other both very much, and we are willing to work on this, but sometimes I feel like I can't deal with her issues. She still holds back because of what her exes did to her and doesn't let me in because of fear.
Anyway, guys, as you heard it, I hope you guys was patient enough to listen to the whole thing. I'm gonna leave both links, Aaron's video on the hair, and also link to Bronze Goddess. Anyway, this is just a response video to you guys and my little 50 cent. Now, as you see, there's a lot of issues based in this relationship. The first and most important issue that you guys, both of you, I'm going to encourage you as a man, in this relationship, that you are an individual where you should put God first. You know, if you want to make this relationship work, you have to put God first, and also find out from her how important God is to her, and if she put her first. This is the first thing. You've got to really find this foundation, and if you don't have this foundation in your relationship, then you both are gonna fall apart. You will fall apart. Regardless to all the issues you have, you will fall apart. The other thing I would say to this is, it's a new relationship, so there's gonna be a lot of challenges. It's a lot. 7 months is not a long time. Well, it is a long time to make a lot of important decisions, but it's not a long time for issues not to come up. And you're learning about each other. So the farther you from each other is the less time you actually get to interact, and the less you learn. So the more time you talk to each other, the more you will learn, and the more things will come up to light. So you have to be prepared to understand each other and learn that things are new. Give each other time to work with each other. And if you're not prepared for the long haul, if you're not prepared for the long squeeze of it, I would tell you, my brother, you gotta make a decision. You have to put your head to the pillow and say, look, I am prepared for the long 2 years, 3 years, whatever years you're going to put in, because I always say, it's not about the amount of time you spend on the telephone, not about the amount of times that you see each other, that you've been seeing each other for 7 months. How much time have you actually hang out with each other? How much time do you spend in each other's comfort zone? And because the strain of being in a long distance relationship is so difficult because you don't get that interaction, I would say to you, you have to be prepared to be in a long 9 yards of it, which would be 2 or 3 years. The other thing is trust issues. You know, one of the things that makes a relationship very strong, very strong, is when you both realize there's issues. Now, being able and prepare your mind, to work on these issues, that is what's making the relationship works. Nothing else. Understanding that both of you understand, look, I have issues that are drinking problem. I have issues that are partying problem. I have issues that are going out with seeing my friends too much. and they're both prepared to work on them. This issue is a trust issue. This is one that you can't fix overnight because it is about action. You heard it. Action. I ain't even talk about love yet. Action. What are you doing to show that you are trustworthy? And you gotta check yourself as a man to say, okay, am I trustworthy? What am I showing myself to show trustworthy? You know, and it's about timekeeping, keeping your word, making sure you stick by what you say. Don't do nothing different than that. Make sure that she sees these things, and these things will make her feel her trust stronger in you. Anyway, I'm just quickly gonna keep going on. He said, he said she's give her all. She's give her all in a previous relationship. I always laugh about this when women say they've given their all in their previous relationship. So what are you left to give now? Now, okay, this is where I say to men, you have to put the power in yourself as a man to know that, listen, I am a new man. I am the only man. I am the man that was sent here to be the man to represent you and me, us. Now, I'll let you swallow that for a little bit, because a man is the head. No matter whatever else, is the head. You're showing him that this is I am the man that can take control. I can provide. I can be the one to hold this together. That's why we call them husbands when you make that big step, because you bring this together. And you got to show yourself to be that man. And you have to build yourself up physically, mentally, and spiritually to show yourself to that woman that, listen, you've thought you gave your all, but I'm here to hold this together. So it's not that she's giving her all. She hasn't even begun to give her all because she hasn't made that step yet to being married. That is a time that she would have given her all, herself, her life to you totally. So you just reconcile this, and she's got a lot more to give, and that way she'll understand that. I'm just going to move on quickly, and I will say this is a hurt from the past. You know, one of the things is that we've all been hurt in the past. I've been hurt in the past from a previous engagement that I've been through, and it was hard, but I got through it. Why? Because I learned from it. Catch that. Catch that, my brother. Catch that. You learn from it. There's nothing wrong with hurt, but as long as you learn from it. Now, you as a man have to learn how to help her to learn from it. Or if you can't, show her where she can go to get to learn from it. Because once anyone's been hurt, and they can't find somewhere to resolve or to fix or to help them deal with that hurt, then there's a problem. It's going to always be a problem. So it's understanding, reconciling, and making them know that, listen, you know, we've all been hurt, but I'm not promising hurt, because relationships will have hurt throughout the whole, any perfect relationship. Anyone come here and tell me that they've been married for 35 or been in for 10 years or 15 years or 5 years or 2 years or 2 months, there will be hurt in a relationship, because they say we always hurt the ones we care about, because they're in your space all the time. So you have to remember this. Prepare yourself for a lot of hurt. But what? You won't go out your way to hurt the one you love. That's the difference. Be prepared to resolve pain working together. Now, I'm not even going to go talk about working together just yet. And you know, you say she can't deal with herself. She's crying out for help. Be the man and step up to the plate and help her. Or if you're not man enough to do so, cut your strings and say, which bring me to the last final bit, which, you know, you're asking yourself, is it worth it? You know what it says? I'm just going to wrap up right now. Is it worth it? Is it worth having a wife or a girlfriend? What is your decision as a man that you want? Is it worth having a woman that would be there for you till death? Is it worth sacrificing everything you have to put up with a woman that you can come home to, and knowing that you can tolerate each other even though the things may go wrong? Is it worth it? You have to decide this. This is about you. This is not about her. It's about you knowing what you want and what you can do and what you can change. And once you decide that decision, once you made that, once you set your mind up and say, look, she is worth it. She's worth tolerating. She's worth putting up with the pain. She's worth being patient, long-suffering, kind, gentle, and all the things that makes a good love. Now, you say you're so in love. Listen, I'm gonna adore. I'm gonna declare this on you. I'm gonna declare this on you. You know why I'm gonna declare this on you? That you will have to recognize that you're growing in love. Catch this one. Because once you start growing together, the little steps that you've taken in working to get where you guys are now, in the 7 months, that's just growth. Looking back how far you've come and knowing where you're at now is knowing that you're not falling in love. Falling in love is, you gotta be very careful. It's growing in love. It's knowing that you're both working towards getting where you want to be. And if that's what you want, a fulfilled life companion, somebody that will fulfill your life, bring that extra balance to your life, then it is worth it. So it's your decision to make, not hers. She's got issues. We all got issues. I'm sure you have issues. But the issues are not the problem. It's if you're prepared to figure out if she is worth it. It's your boy Dr. G. You just tuned into another Dr. G show. Listen, don't forget, subscribe to my channel, share my link, and tell a friend. Aaron, I'll shout you out. Keep doing your thing. And Bronze Goddess, you know I love your videos. Keep doing your thing too. I'm gone.